What are some underrated careers? Lab techs make about medium income and are very low stress. The kind of job that if you go on vacation for a week you don't come back till weeks worth of work waiting for you. An associate degree is usually all you need. Kind of an overlooked career for people wanting to coast through life. It also looks good on paper and can lead to inspected jobs. This is for food science. I can't speak for biolabs. International flight attendant. You choose how many hours you want to work. But let's say you do 100 hours to earn $4,000 a month in your first year. After 10 years you can make $10,000 plus. Yes. Flight attendants can make 6 figures a year. With 8 days of work. That's it. 3 weeks off a month, 12. 5-hour flights where you get to sleep for 4 hours. Otherwise you eat first class food and serve drinks. I quit my job in Silicon Valley. Now I have a fun job that pays me to chill and travel the world and smile at people. You can live anywhere you want. Benefits are great. You get a bunch of discounts and your family and best friends fly for free cheap. This job is the best kept secret. Project manager. I've never done so little and gotten paid so much for it doing anything else. Executive assistants, like true business partner type assistants. Not the go fetch my coffee and a bagel only type. I make really great money. Work for a large corp with insane benefits. Also, my job is really secure because I manage one of the top execs and he needs me. So when layoffs come, I ain't going anywhere. Edit, typo ongoing. Plumber. But really any skilled trades. Plumbers can make really good money, have no student debt, and never have to look for a job. There's a shortage of them everywhere. There's lots of different types of plumbing jobs. Some make more money. Some have better schedules. The career growth and outlook is more than double the national average. And not enough young people are entering the trade. In 10-20 years. If you can find a plumber, you'll have to pay him her a premium. It's already started. People in my city are shocked at what a plumber charges these days. But when they look around, they realize they can't find anyone licensed to do it cheaper. Not to mention the weirdness that is an interview for a plumbing position. Both you and the interviewer know that you are going to have 3 other offers by the end of the day. So you're cool as a cucumber. And he's sweating trying to figure out how to get you to come work for him instead of the next guy. It's almost literally hi. I'm John. I'm a licensed plumber. What are you offering that the next guy isn't? Instead of the company being able to act like you're lucky to even be sitting there. Like in most interviews. My husband says it's a pretty nice feeling. HVAC tech. Coast Guardsman. Apparently a lot of people don't know what we do. Sometimes I don't even know what we do. Painting parking lots. Around $5,000 for a machine that will pay for itself very quickly. I know some guys who do this full time who make 6 figures a year. And they take the entire winter off. Sexton. The sexton at a large downtown church enjoys his job taking care of the facility and overseeing its maintenance. He earns about $65,000 per year. Plus full benefits, including a defined benefits pension. Considering no one knows anything about it, surety underwriter. It's a weird branch of insurance that is more akin to banking than typical insurance. At the core is financial analysis. But you wear a lot of hats and are not typically tied to a desk. Pays well. And the benefits are solid. People in the industry are tracked like professional athletes when they switch companies, and there are not enough people to fill all the seats, so job security is generally high. Have never had to look for a job. They call me. Been a solid career to this point. The job name varies, but business analyst or requirements analyst for tech companies. You write the business requirements for the developers to use. You don't need to know how to code. You write, the user can enter their credit card information and the devs make that happen. If you can write clearly, you can make a tech salary without being technical. US Coast Guard. Underrated because a good number of people don't know about this branch of the military. Same benefits. But your mission is more humanitarian and they have some of the best locations for bases. Plumbers make good money and they're usually pretty happy with their jobs. As long as they can stay away from poop pipes. Writers, copywriters. I've done this for a long time and am a communications manager now for a tech company. We've still yet to hire any full-time career pro writers but have dozens of designers and engineers on staff. Everyone thinks they can write. Okie doke. Have fun with that. I'll just be over here correcting all your poop. You're welcome. Certified welding inspectors. You get bonus bank if you are an underwater certified welding inspector. If you're good at math, become an actuary. They make a very nice living. Crafts of a lot of trades. I'm in the metal industry and alone in this branch of craftsmanship are sheer endless possibilities for career development with a broad variety of actual work you do. All you need is a high school diploma and a good work ethic. If you put in the work you can actually earn quite a bit money. As for example welders and such. Also, there is a component of being happy with your work. No money in the world can buy you true happiness, and I think in the vast world of craftsmanship there is exactly the right thing ready to be found by almost everyone. Electrician. If you are good with customers and know what you are doing, you can do very well. Overrated. Most startups. I work for a really solid one and wouldn't change a thing. But the one I was at previously touted this high growth and exciting culture, and after a while, you realize that you're being underpaid to do way too much work with zero recognition or benefits. Especially if you are someone like me who had a kid early on in life. Much happier where I am now. But it's a startup being run by experienced business professionals. Not some guy who has zero experience running a business. Underrated. Electricians, plumbers, teachers and most other blue-collar union jobs. These are highly skilled people who, in the right setting, can often make a very good living without going into six-figure debt first. Development work. These can often be pretty comfy jobs as long as you're comfortable talking to rich people about why your organization is worthwhile. And are pretty good at selling an idea. My dad does landscaping and scrap metal collecting. Paid off his house and bought himself, me and sister cars. Not like brand new but 2010s. There's a lot of money in it along with picking your own hours, and as long as you know how to sell yourself no job is too small. Along with connections. I swear in a year he made connections with most of the local realtors with more asking. It ain't much but it's honest work. Healthcare jobs you can get with just an associate degree. Respiratory therapist. Rad tech. Cardiac sonographer. Registered nurse. There's never a shortage of people who need healthcare. The pay is pretty good. A lot of hospitals will give you a sign-on bonus either as a check up front or will pay off a good portion of student loans if you go into an in-demand area. 12-hour shifts, so most folks only work 3 days a week. You see some really brutal stuff, but you also get to help people in need, so it can be really rewarding. And if you're a person who can't stand the thought of sitting at a desk 40 hours a week, this is a good route. Commercial diving. Translation. Translators are quite important in communication and people never think about us. The books you read were translated. The instructions to build that closet were translated. A translator put the subs in the movies and the videos you watch. Translators are so underrated. Furiously writing down notes on what I should have done 23 years ago. Any of the trade jobs. Welder. Machinist. Need more of those. Plumbers. Electricians. HVACs. I'm an insurance agency rep. I didn't think my job would be like this, but here I am lol. About 85% of the day I'm just chilling in my office with my dog, listening to music and working on quotes sent to me by my boss. The other 15% I am taking care of customers and chatting with them. I know most of my customers personally, so it's a good way to stay in the loop around town. It's great for someone like me who has real bad panic attacks and anxiety. I work at a gentle pace and I get to keep my dog around. Mechanic. Speaking from experience. GIS developer very high demand and low supply right now. Demand for GIS professionals is pretty high to begin with, but people who can do the analyst and mapping work and also program make amazing money, and I doubt would ever look for a job more than 2 weeks. If you can program Python or SQL and you are struggling, consider getting a GIS certificate and getting into it. If you go to school for GIS and have an aptitude for it, do every programming thing you can get your hands on. Python, Perl, and SQL are the ones I've seen used most often in the industry. It's so valuable, I'd honestly say anyone that has any aptitude for programming and is finishing their GIS bachelor's would be foolish to do a master's or PhD in GIS over some kind of computer science or database management. Also, fiber optics is getting really big right now, so doing a course on that would give anyone in the GIS mapping world a bump right now. Knowing how splicing works and the general structure of a fiber network is very valuable knowledge. ATM. E-thought. Scrolled a good way down and didn't see dental hygienist mentioned. I think it's a 2-year degree. In very high demand. And pays pretty good. I work in the SEO industry and was able to create a small business that takes only a few hours of work each day after 2 years of automating. SEO is such a niche industry that if you learn and know what you're doing, it can take you far rapidly. It's an industry with a lot of fakers because of how quickly Google is always evolving the damn algorithms. I'm saving the frick out of this sub. I'm seriously trying to go back to school this year. You can make a really decent living working as a writer for most companies. Hell, you can make a crap ton freelancing alone. Source: work as writer. I teach Cisco networking from home. Garbage men. I wish you good luck without them. Any form of sanitation working. It's not respected but very necessary, and a lot of jobs pay quite well. Air traffic controller. My best buddy's father-in-law just retired at 55 and is making more money now than he did while working. They also have wild mandatory breaks, like 1 hour on station. Mandatory 30-minute break. Pretty great job the way he talked about it. Foley artists recreate sounds in film, video and other media to improve quality and experience. Most people don't know they exist. Go Google them. Electrician. Funeral director. Mortician. Chicken nugget scientist. I don't think I need to say much else. Stay at home dad. It's awesome. Tough but awesome. I get to stay with my daughter all day. A friend of mine has a theory that you can get money doing anything if you're among the best doing that thing. Kinda makes sense. Physician's assistant. Better money than nursing. Less stress and bull poop than being MD. Plus you still get to do cool poop, especially surgical PAs, and have a life outside the hospital. If I could do it again, I'd definitely go for PA.
Hi there. Look, if you enjoyed the video, well, why not go ahead and hit that like and subscribe to Reddit Stories. In fact, if you want to see even more responses to this thread, well then, take a look. There's the link in the description below. And remember, show some love to those authors while you're there. And I look forward to seeing you next time.